Picture this. It's early evening in a quiet suburban neighborhood in 2026. The sun is setting behind identical rooftops, sprinklers ticking in perfect rhythm, SUVs lining freshly paved driveways. You pull into your garage after a long commute, the door closing behind you like a soft mechanical sigh. From the outside, everything looks settled, safe, successful. This is what people move here for: good schools, space, predictability. But as you step into your kitchen, kick off your shoes, and glance at the stack of mail on the counter, a different rhythm starts playing in your head. Mortgage, car payment, property taxes, insurance, HOA fees that seem to climb every year. It's not chaos, it's not crisis, it's just constant. And constant is what makes it heavy. The suburban dream was always marketed as the reward for hard work. A house with a yard, quiet streets, a place to raise a family. For decades, it symbolized upward mobility. You left the city's noise behind and bought stability. But in 2026, stability comes with layers of financial obligation that are easy to underestimate at closing. The mortgage is only the headline number. Beneath it are maintenance costs that never trend downward, property taxes that adjust upward with valuations, insurance premiums influenced by climate risk, and the subtle but persistent pull of lifestyle expectations. Because suburbs don't just sell homes, they sell a standard. Lawns are trimmed, kitchens are updated, cars are newer, vacations are posted online. When everyone around you appears to be maintaining a certain level, that level becomes normal, and normal becomes expensive. You don't consciously decide to compete, you simply adapt. The house feels incomplete without renovations. The driveway feels outdated without a newer vehicle. The backyard needs upgrades for entertaining. Each improvement seems reasonable on its own. Together, they create a financial ecosystem that requires steady, predictable income. Zoom out, and the trap reveals itself not as a dramatic collapse, but as a narrowing of options. Suburban homes are often purchased at the upper edge of what lenders approve. Approval is based on ratios, not resilience. So families stretch. They assume raises will come. They assume stability will persist. And many times it does, but the margin for disruption shrinks. When a large percentage of income flows directly into fixed housing costs, flexibility fades quietly. Career risks feel heavier. Relocation feels complicated. Starting a business feels irresponsible. The house becomes both sanctuary and anchor. There's also the commuting cost, sometimes hidden in plain sight. Time spent driving, fuel expenses, vehicle depreciation, hours that could have been invested in side projects, health, relationships. The suburban model often trades proximity for space. That trade has a financial value rarely calculated. Time is capital, but it doesn't show up on monthly statements. Psychologically, the suburban debt trap thrives on delayed feedback. Unlike credit card debt, which feels urgent, mortgage and lifestyle debt feels structured and legitimate. They're wrapped in the language of responsibility. You're not overspending, you're providing. You're investing in quality of life. That framing makes questioning the structure emotionally uncomfortable. After all, this is the goal you worked toward. Admitting it feels restrictive can feel like ingratitude. But the deeper issue isn't the suburb itself, it's concentration. When most of your wealth and income are tied to one property in one geographic area, your financial life becomes less diversified. If local job markets shift or property values stagnate, exposure becomes clear. Meanwhile, ongoing expenses continue regardless of market performance. The house doesn't pause its demands when the economy slows. In 2026, this dynamic intensifies because wages haven't universally outpaced housing-related costs. Even high earners can feel stretched when layering private school tuition, extracurriculars, healthcare premiums, and rising taxes onto an already substantial mortgage. From the outside, everything looks affluent. Inside, spreadsheets tell a tighter story. It's possible to appear wealthy while feeling financially constrained. Here's the powerful realization. The trap isn't about geography, it's about margin and intentionality. Suburbs can offer genuine quality of life, community, and long-term appreciation. But when the decision is driven by image or pressure rather than sustainable math, the cost extends beyond dollars. It influences how boldly you live. If every major life decision must first pass the test of protecting the house quietly becomes the priority over growth. The shift happens when you stop equating bigger with better and start equating flexibility with wealth. Wealth isn't just the value of your home, it's the number of choices available to you without panic. It's the ability to pivot careers, downsize if necessary, take calculated risks, or weather downturns without sleepless nights. A suburban home purchased with breathing room can support that. One purchased at maximum opacity can limit it. The suburban debt trap doesn't announce itself. It arrives decorated, landscaped, and socially approved. It feels like success, and sometimes it is. But the real measure of success isn't how impressive your house looks at sunset. It's whether you still control your time, your energy, and your financial trajectory after the garage door closes. In 2026, the smartest move isn't rejecting the suburbs, it's refusing to let the symbol of stability quietly erode the very freedom you were trying to build.